So today I wanted to talk a little bit about thermostats. It's about 11:37 today and I just turned the unit on. This number here that flashes is the temperature that it is in the unit right now. This is your set temperature. Down here where it says hold, that is a setting that overrides the programmed set temperature. So what you can do is adjust this. Once it says hold, you can push up or down. Now if you were to push hold again, it would reset and revert back to whatever the program temperature was. This hold setting will keep it at that temperature, thereabouts. It's got a little bit of a threshold. It might drop to 76, 75 before the AC turns off. It might not come on until it reaches like 78 or 79, somewhere in there. That way your AC is not cycling on and off too often. You can program these for weekend or daytime programming. Not sure it's going to come through too clear, trying to get the camera to focus here. Much like a VCR temperature, a VCR programming. So you can go into set weekend programming, it'll tell you which day and it'll have different times. So you can set the time that it comes on, the temperature it should be at that time. So first the flashing one would be the one that you're setting. So you can adjust it to 6:30. Let's say for instance you wanted at 6:30 you wanted the unit to come on. That way, let's say you got out of bed at 7 and you wanted it to come on a little bit before you got out of bed and you wanted it at 76. So let's say you'd set your time to 6:30 first, then you'd hit next and that would advance to the time. Then you can set this down or up and then you'd hit next again. Now it'll go to the next program time. So let's say you left for work at 8 o'clock and you wanted the unit to turn off and you wanted it to go to, let's say, 83. Now ideally what you want to do is when you're not home, set your thermostat at about 83, 84, and then when you come home lower it down to whatever temperature you liked it. If you liked it at 77, this way you're not using more electricity at peak hours. You actually save energy by keeping your AC on at around 83 or 84 when you're not home, and then lowering it down, because especially when you have cathedral ceilings like these units do, or some of these units do, to cool all that space down in peak hours when the electricity is more expensive is going to cost you more money. So this is a kind of a strategy for saving some money. Okay, so we'll hit next and we'll go into the next thing. And let's say you got home at 6 o'clock every day from work. And let's say you wanted the AC to be cool when you got home. So what you might do is lower this down to like 5:30 or 5:15 or even 5 o'clock, and then hit the next button and lower it down to whatever temperature. Let's say you liked it at 77, and then let's say when you go to sleep you actually even like it cooler. So I advance to the next time, which is 10 o'clock. Let's say you liked it down at 76 while you're sleeping, or 75 even. So we can hit next, 75, and then our next button should go back to 6:30 in the morning. So anyway, this was for Saturday and Sunday for weekend setting. It's the same thing for weekday programs. So now that's set. Once that's set, we go to run, and again it's the same thing for weekday programming. So that would just be Monday through Friday setting it. I kind of showed you backwards, but I think you get the idea here. So I'll run through it again here. So let's say you usually wake up at 6:30 and you want the temperature to be at about 78 when you wake up. You don't like it too chilly. You like to sleep when it's chilly, but you like it a tiny bit warmer when you get up. So we're going to go next, and let's say you go, okay, then we're going to next again, and let's say you go to work at 8, so you want it to go ahead and turn up to 84 when you're not home. Go to the next thing. Let's say you get home at 6, but you actually want this to kick in and lower down the temperature before you get home so that it's nice and cool when you get home. Let's say 77 degrees. And let's say when you sleep, you like it, you go to sleep at about 10 and you like it even a little bit cooler. Let's say 76 degrees. So we'll lower this down to 76. Okay, and now that's your morning time again. And then we flip this over to run, and now you're all programmed. Now anytime that you turn your AC on, it's going to program to whatever program you had it set for. So this one, yeah, that's right, we had set it so that it's 84 when we're not home. So now let's say I want to come in and I want to override the system because I'm going to work in here even though it's a weekday, or let's say I took a vacation day. What I can do is go in, set it to cool, lower the temperature down to where I want it. Let's say I wanted it at 76 while I'm here. So you see how it says override temperature here? What happens on the override temperature is after 20 minutes it'll revert back to whatever the set temperature was. So that's why we want to push the hold button. Once it shows hold on the screen, it's going to hold it at 76 indefinitely until we turn it off, or until we reset it, turn it off and turn it back to cool, then it'll go back to the set deal. Anyway, that's how to program your thermostat. I hope you like and enjoy these videos. Please subscribe, it helps me out a lot. Favorite this video, like it. All those things help me to be able to make more videos like this, and I hope you find that helpful. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and we'll see you out there. One more thing I should describe here about the thermostat is there's a 5-minute delay. If the system was already on and you turned it off and then turned it back on, most of these newer thermostats have a 5-minute delay built into the thermostat. This protects your compressor on the roof. If the compressor was to turn off and then turn on like 30 seconds or a minute later, because it's already under pressure, it could cause the compressor to blow the fuses. So the 5-minute delay protects the fuses as well as the wiring to prevent an excessive amp draw when the system's already pressurized. The 5-minute delay allows the compressor pressures to adjust and go back to their normal settings, so it's kicking on the right way. It doesn't blow your fuses, doesn't blow any wiring or flip your breaker, anything like that.